So let's do
Okay.
like a mini introduction because how much do
Okay.
you know about Epic the Musical before we get into any more of this?
I'm aware that it's a musical about the Odyssey and that we are watching the animatics for it.
Yeah. Have you listened to any music beforehand of this or no?
If I did, my child brought it to me.
Okay. So I want to. I'm trying to always be transparent because I want people to understand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like some of this is like obviously your first time hearing this or seeing this,
Right.
and I want to be completely transparent. I have watched this way too many fucking times. I know all these songs by heart. Like literally at one point I was muted and I was just singing along with it because I'm like the
Mm-hmm.
stream doesn't. It's not a stream. It's a recording.
Yeah, there is no
Uh,
chat.
there is no chat. I have no one to talk to. It's strange. I haven't. Regardless,
No channel
uh,
redemptions.
no channel redemptions. I want to be completely transparent. Like I know this off the top of my head. I know all the songs. I know all the lyrics. I even know some of the silly parts because they're silly, and I think they just make me giggle.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to be transparent, like how much you do know about this and how much you
Mm-hmm.
don't really. Like, you know the Odyssey, right? You know the basic, the
Yeah,
kind of story beats.
yeah. I mean, like I
So
said, I watched that movie in high school.
I didn't watch that music
The
in
the
high school.
3.5, 4 hour movie. Have I read it? No, heck no. Neither version. I'm sorry.
So I didn't know that there was a movie about it until like I went down this rabbit hole because I
Mm-hmm.
have never seen the movie. I have read the Odyssey. I've read different versions of the Odyssey, but I
Oh
had not.
dang! Look
I
at
That's
you.
why I said don't look at me. Listen,
I'm
I'm a nerd.
impressed.
Shush. I'm just a nerd
Look,
in a
we're
little
both
fox
nerds.
body.
There's
Right.
so many
Uh,
nerds in this call right now.
but
So gonna go ahead and hit start on my end. All right.
no.
Are we ready, Fox?
I hope so.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay.
Ooh.
10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again. Yes, sir! Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates and take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helen and protect her. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir! Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Penelope.
When you don't stand for anything, Burr, what do you fall for?
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
wrong musical.
I fight for us. I fight for us.
What do you live for?
Penelope.
What do you try for?
Telemachus.
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
Attack!
Oh my.
Who was
What
that?
was that?
A vision of what is to come cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Yeah, you ready to kill a baby? You ready for that,
It's
man?
just an infant.
Yeah. You really want to do
It's
that?
just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
I mean, I don't know.
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince
Every baby
Hector.
grows up
Know
into
that
a
he
person,
will
and
grow
some
from
people
a
are
boy
bad,
to an
but-
avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye
What
to
if we just raise him better?
You can say goodbye to
I could raise him as my own.
Yeah!
Or send him far away from make sure his past is never gone. I'm gonna bring you down on my knees for ya. I'm begging please.
will of the gods.
Whoa.
Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose.
Was that Zeus talking to him?
Okay, pause it. Pause it, pause it, pause it.
There we go. Okay, was that Zeus talking to him?
Yes, that was Zeus.
He don't have
so-
anywhere. He doesn't have any right to talk about anybody's blood on their hands or anything. How many kids does
Okay.
he have running around?
He has like, okay,
Like
We-
300?
no, he only has like 92.
Okay.
You talk shit, but how many does Poseidon have?
Look, all of these. Look. Both of them are awful.
Okay,
Hades
realized
gets
we didn't-
bad rap.
okay, so let's do a breakdown because one we didn't do an intro, so that's gonna be fun. But later
Oh,
we have to record an
yeah.
intro. Ah.
It's true, we didn't.
So
We're so
this
good
is
at
the-
this.
We're totally good at this. So this is obviously the first song is this is called the Troy Saga. So this what that means
Okay.
is this is the first like concept album that he came up with, and it has 5 songs in each saga except for one which only has 3.
Okay.
So yes, this is based on the Odyssey. So this is a lot of Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Zeus is Zeus.
Zeus be Zeusin.
Zeus be Zeus. And
He's a little bit holier than thou, but don't look at all the stuff that I've done. You don't kill this baby, so all this blood's gonna be on your hands.
right. So.
Sorry.
Sorry. So Zeus is obviously one of the main Greek gods. He is
Mhm.
the god.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here's the thing with the Greek gods. Greek gods are not meant to depict like how the Christian god is, how holy and how great they are.
Yeah.
The Greek gods are meant to represent what was going on at the time, which was not great.
Right.
So yes, Zeus is Zeus. He has some issues.
Zeus has issues? What?
But what basically what this first song is kind of portraying is the idea of if you could go back in time and kill, let's say,
Not on another.
yeah. So we'll basically, he was trying. It's basically a concept of if you killed this horrible person in history as a baby, and to protect.
Uh-huh.
That is basically that concept. It's
Mm-hmm.
the Odyssey is a fun.
No, sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Clicking the wrong thing.
Don't do that.
Not trying to.
You might want to go back a couple.
Couple frames.
Yeah, go right there. Nope, there. Look,
Okay.
start. Go. I'll try to time my thing with you.
Okay.
Close
351.
enough. 351. You said 351?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright, so obviously this whole thing's about the Odyssey, and I like the Odyssey. Listen, depends on which version you read. You either read the original Greek version or you read the Roman version, and both
Can't read
don't read the
Roman or
Roman.
Greek.
First translated versions, but what I'm warning you about is there's the Roman version and then the Greek version. I recommend finding the Greek-ish version because the Roman version doesn't make fucking sense. And they do not like Odysseus.
Uh-huh. Which one is the movie following? Like the 4-hour movie they made you watch in school? Which one is that one?
I never watched that, so I don't know. So like, I love. It's not 100% accurate, which it's not going to be. So there is some bits that are changed from the Odyssey, but in this first song, what obviously voiced your opinions about the baby's face.
The baby's face was adorable. Look at him. He don't want to kill him. He's just a baby.
He's just a baby. But so this
Raise
first
him
animatic
to
is
not
made by
become a
Gigi.
tyrant and a killer and all that.
But this first animatic is made by Gigi. Gigi is an amazing artist, and the first two technically are made by them, and they're a fucking powerhouse. I love them. You can definitely see from how they progress throughout, but it's really good. I like watching Gigi's animatics, and I like watching them improve.
May I just say real quick?
Yeah.
Shout out to literally all animatic artists out there. Like,
Yeah.
Animation is hard, and everybody respects animation in general, but animatics are also like really cool. Like to create such depth and emotion and whatnot with basically storyboards.
Like, yeah. They're
I
amazing.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's fantastic. I like the way that they're drawn. I like the roughness of it, and
yeah.
I don't know, but
like that pinky finger, that's looking pretty rough right there. That's not a criticism, okay? It's not a criticism. Like just amazing, all of it, amazing.
that hand. But what did you think of the first song? What's your feelings of it so far?
I mean, the lyrics themselves, fairly simple. But I mean, it's a musical. It's not, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, I know I was drawing some parallels to Hamilton, just a little bit.
Yeah. You're not the first, you won't be the last.
Okay, good. Maybe that's not good. Maybe I'm being predictable. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm excited for the rest. Yeah.
Well, let us continue on with this next song, which is also by Gigi.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Ready?
Hold on.
One.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the sun of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for
Okay.
Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view who's trying to go home.
Yeah, your wife's waiting for you.
Even after all the years away from what I've known, I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster?
Maybe after he's become a man, at least.
When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
Oh, Judge Claude Frodoing it right here.
I'm just a man.
Oh, did he do it? Oh, snap!
Secure Helena protector. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir.
Find that inner strength now. Use that
Pause,
well of
sorry.
pride.
Pause. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, snap!
Yes, yeah. So, yeah. So, so usually in most Greece mythology, you would know that if the gods ask you to do something, you do it. Otherwise, it's gonna come back to hurt you. So,
I'm aware. I just, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't always have people's best interests at heart. So even if you do what they tell you to, it still might come back to haunt you.
Yeah. That's true. That is also true. What is your opinions on the second song, what this is that one verse is always quoted on TikTok so much.
Is it? See,
Yeah.
as you're aware, I don't have
You
a
don't have a
TikTok. Shout
aware.
out to Lost Fox Aaron. He sends me all the TikToks that I need.
I do indeed. Someone has to keep you up to date.
Indeed. I like it. I
You
love
like
the inner turmoil. That he doesn't just automatically kill this infant because the gods say so. He still does it,
Yeah.
but he thinks
Yeah.
about it.
He does think about it, and he's thinking about. I do like that it doesn't fully just flat out say how long he's been away, but it's been 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
In the original
I
Odyssey.
couldn't remember. Yeah. Like,
So,
I know it's still a while even from now before he actually gets back home.
Oh, 100%. But it's so the funniest part to me has been like just the Troy saga in general, because it's written so it has the beginning bits of the war, and we're missing 9 years of this war before we pick up on the last year. And then even then it doesn't even really get into this the Trojan horse situation to the Odyssey, and that's only like a footnote.
Right. Like, that's a whole other story. Like, we're not
But,
even
like-
gonna talk about it.
But yeah, it's been 10 years, and it's been like these people have been at war for 10 years because of having to fight to get Helena of Troy back, because Aphrodite.
She got a little jelly.
No, do you not remember how the war started?
I don't. I remember Helen of Troy's beauty launching 1,000 ships. Achilles? Something.
Alright, so
Trojan horse, get through the gates, kill people. I
all
don't
right,
remember.
so the entire war
been a
has
long
started
time.
because the war has started basically because someone tried to cause a little bit of problems, and basically threw a a golden apple and tossed it in between 3 different people and said, "This is for whoever the beautiful goddess is." And that was the 3 that were in that competition was Aphrodite, Athena, and I think now this is where my memory might blank because I think it was Hera.
Oh.
And these 3 goddesses were fighting, and obviously about it. And so they went to Zeus, and Zeus saw this and went, "No, I'm not dealing with this problem." And they gave it to Hermes, who then Hermes went and found a random mortal who would later cause the destruction of many things. Basically, the person that kidnapped, they gets to have Helen of Troy. I can't remember his name. It might be Achilles.
I
No.
know that Achilles is in this story, the
No.
Troy story, but I don't remember what.
Listen, I'm gonna listen to this past recording and just like adding the shit that I know later because my brain just decided to fly.
We'll add the answer in post. You'll see text up on the screen.
Fox just past or future Fox going, "You're a fucking dumbass. You know the shit." And I'm like, I know this shit.
Look,
basically,
is it on the tip of your tongue?
It is on the tip of my tongue, but it's
There's
just
a word for that.
What is that word?
It is presque-vu.
That's game.
Yes, presque-vu. When you know a word and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite grasp it. There's your word for the day.
No. But yeah, basically, Hermes gave it to a mortal and told him to be like, choose which of these 3 are the most beautiful goddesses, and each one offered something. Aphrodite offered the most beautiful woman in the world, so Aphrodite won. And then Aphrodite is like, "I'm taking Helen of Troy," and gave it to him and said, "This is now your wife," even though she was fully married.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she was a married woman that got kidnapped
by Aphrodite for Achilles.
Yeah, I don't think, maybe not Achilles. It was basically she was kidnapped for someone. She was kidnapped for someone, and like, and was like, "Here you go," and then. That caused a war because all the kings of what would have been the Greek, which would have been like, because they had a pact, and that because of the one guy who got married to Helen of Troy, they made a pact that whoever married them, no one can just go and fucking just kill each other for her.
Okay.
And which was caused by Odysseus because he wanted to get a favor in so he could talk to Penelope, his wife.
Oh my god.
Which would have been. Because he was trying to seduce her, not Helen of Troy. Because he didn't care.
Everyone always tries to seduce people. Like, why don't you just go on a date and like talk about what you like and see if you connect? Why you gotta seduce people all the time, man? It's okay.
To be fair, him and Penelope ended up being a really good power couple, and like they bantered back and forth very well.
See, she didn't have to be seduced.
But he had to convince her father. That's the thing.
Well, you see, that's courtship.
I can't remember words.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm poking fun.
But regardless,
you entertainment.
Are you entertained?
Are you entertained?
But basically, it was just like, hey. They made a pact, and she got kidnapped, which then that guy called all of those suitors to come help. Odysseus tried to escape, but then he threatened to kill his son and was like, "Fine, I'll come."
Oh my!
Yeah,
oh dear, not my son! And now here he is killing somebody else's son.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. So he spent 10 years fighting, and then this is the last straw. This is the last moment, and then the gods obviously are telling him to kill this baby, and
he's like, I don't like that.
Or it's going to destroy his entire kingdom, and it's going to happen when he's old and too frail to protect this kingdom. So basically, but yeah, I like these first two songs are very emotional. They give you a good feel as to what's happening. I like it.
The colors are pretty.
Gigi's skill and colors are so fucking good.
For real.
Gigi needs someone just pay Gigi to just do an entire movie in this style, and I would watch it. You're not even gonna lie.
You know,
It's
that
so
kind
good.
of thing is what made me respect Ruby in the beginning. Like the animation technicality was not there. They were using Poser, for crying out loud, for their animation. But the use of color and the movement of action and everything, like Montiel,
You have to remember that. Yeah, you have to remember that he did that by himself. There was no team. There
exactly.
was just one dude.
It was amazing, and I loved it. Loved it. Every minute of
every minute.
Oh man.
All right.
Anyway, yes. Ready to continue, Captain.
Alrighty.
Okay. I am ready, sir.
Okay, sure. All right, 1, 2, 3,
go.
600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind: make it back alive to our homeland. 600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance, it's what lies in between. And did they cause waiting? My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead.
Oh, he looks so hopeful.
Full speed ahead.
Indeed, he does.
I can't wait to see how much that's crushed.
600 men, 600 men with big mouths.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And we run out of supplies to eat.
Y'all fishing? Anything?
600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hunt for food. My second in command. Now full speed ahead.
And away we go. We're off and away we go.
Captain. Politics. Look, there in the distance, I see an island.
Did they have glasses yet?
No, they did not. That was just a design choice.
Okay.
Maybe they'll share some food, who knows? Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead. You and I'll go ahead. We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
I mean, that sounds fair enough.
Yeah. All right, pause.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Your comments are savage. Oh my god, mother. What am I gonna do with you?
I don't know. This was your idea. I hope you enjoy editing this.
Oh, it's gonna be fun editing this. So this was done.
This is what Lulu has to deal with when we do recordings.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for that. So this is by Wolfie the Witch. They're also one of the other big powerhouses in this epic community with their animatics. I really liked the style. It's really fun. I like this song. This is our first introduction to, other than just name dropping them in the first song, to actual characters in the Odyssey. So you have Eurylochus and Polites.
Yeah.
Now, if you have issues remembering their names, I have some hints that can help you out.
Okay.
So, Eurylochus, you really cuss.
He looked like he wanted to place some choice words in that scene.
Yeah, he did. And then Polites is just like basically how they pronounced polite with an S at the end. Polites, polites. So,
Nice.
but yeah. So you get to meet the angel and the devil on his shoulder. You get to meet Eurylochus and Polites. What was your opinion of the song?
Song was good. Did a good job of showing his ability to compromise, his ability to be like, hey, let's go investigate. See if we can maybe do some trading, see if we can do some hunting. Like, we don't have to pillage and steal and kill. Like, just hold on a minute. Give us a minute. Like, this doesn't have to be a bloodbath. But, you know, if we don't come back right away, feel free to come in with guns blazing.
You know, very Greek, very Greek. So to answer one of your questions, which is funny because another React channel that I had watched also had asked the same question, like, are you fishing, bro?
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing. Back in the day, they didn't know how to deep sea fish, and when you're going across the ocean, it's a little hard to do so. They know how to ship to fish in the shallow waters
of the Mediterranean.
So, yeah.
Where are they going again? I don't remember.
They're going to Ithaca.
Which is where?
So let me pull up my little thing. It's okay.
Like, I don't remember. I know there's an Ithaca in New York because I used to have a friend who lives there. Fox is so done with me.
So, trying to remember exactly where Ithaca would have been. So Ithaca is a little island that is off the coast of Greece.
Okay, so this isn't even deep sea. This is still the Mediterranean.
It's still the Mediterranean, but it is.
But
so
it's not like a delta.
Yeah, it's not like a delta. So like.
All right.
It's. I can't remember like what the depth is there. It's not as deep. Yes, but it isn't like a shallow reef.
We're not
and
fishing
they were
in the middle of the Atlantic, but we're not fishing in a lake either.
So, but that's where Ithaca is. They're sailing from Troy, which would have been, let me remind myself what Troy would have been. So Troy was an ancient city located in Turkey.
Oh, okay.
So they're sailing from Turkey, a city in Turkey, all the way back to basically Greece.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going across some deep ocean.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
So, I'm trying to find a really good map.
Maps. Are we gonna call out to the map in Dora's backpack? Map. Can you say map?
Can you say map? But basically, so they're trying to sail from Turkey all the way back to Ithaca, which is an island on the outside of Greece.
I want to assume that in post you'll be putting up a map and like drawing on it.
I think that's the best way to do it, because like Troy was somewhere here and they're having to go all the way around to get to there, and it's just like bam.
Okay.
Which it's funny because like Odysseus' path, if I can find the map for Odysseus' path too, which would be funny as hell, it's just he goes all over the place because
he does. There's some winds at one point. There's some sirens at another point. There's an island with a lady with a bunch of pigs.
Spoilers.
Look, I haven't seen Epic the Musical, but I have seen The Odyssey. What they're gonna do with it, I don't know.
That's true. You do not know what they're gonna do with it, but it is something.
Like, I was aware of these things when I was reading, listening to the Percy Jackson series, but they get pretty creative with it too.
Yeah,
I won't spoil any of that.
That's good. But I do like this idea of him sailing away, and they have to stop for supplies. But to answer your question, that's why they can't fish, because it is deeper ocean. It's not just shallow banks.
Right. Okay. They don't have fishing nets casting out. They're not pulling up crabs. They're not. They're not.
It's the wrong time period. They don't know how to do that yet. It will in history. We got there, but at this current point in time, they're
with the tools that they have. They're certainly, even if they were getting anything, not enough to feed 600 men. I understand now. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
hunting we will go.
Yes. So, are you ready?
Almost. Let me.
You can relax, my friend. Huh?
I
can tell you're getting nervous, so
you're looking kind of shifty.
And try to relax, my friend. And find polities. Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take what we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world.
Okay, if this is what his angel is like, I'm a little scared of the demon.
My friend,
the devil.
Greet the world with open arms. We're only here for food.
Food.
600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you.
No.
If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes. See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms.
Don't take food from the Fae.
We'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light
this is sus!
Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Sus!
My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat.
Fairy food!
It controls your mind and never lets you free. that's what we'd get with open arms.
This is what that's from.
Eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave?
Sus.
Thank you.
You're way too trusting, sir.
When you greet it with open arms.
But look at them, they're adorable.
They're very Fae adjacent and don't trust the Fae. I would know.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You can relax, my friend.
Can he? I don't know.
There's some bonus clips real quick.
Bonus
before
clips?
I tell you the
Okay.
Yeah, keep watching. And pause.
Okay.
So that's just a sneak peek for like the next song.
Okay.
But yeah, that was Open Arms, and that is a lot of people's one of their favorite songs. It is a very nice song. I like it.
It's nice.
Those little things, they're the Lotus Eaters, but they're also called the Winions. It is the logo that Jorge, the guy that wrote all the songs, or aka Mr. Jalapeno,
It's a jalapeno.
Mr. Jalapeno, depending on which way you want to go, that it's kind of like become their official mascot. And listen, I'm waiting for the plushies. They're so cute. I love them.
They are very cute. I don't trust them.
But yeah, so this is based off the Lotus Eaters section of the Odyssey.
Okay.
There was supposed to be a couple more songs in here. Obviously, he was supposed to have more men go with him originally in the Odyssey, and then they were supposed to eat the fruit, and then, not want to leave. Obviously, for time constraints, those songs were taken out. But the Lotus Eaters are an interesting, because they're not, yes, you call them Fae adjacent, but they're not doing anything malicious. They're just like, here, this is what we eat. We're fine with it, because they are fine with it, because that's all they know.
Yep.
But they're adorable creatures. I will say that the person that designed these creatures are fucking cute. But yeah, what are your opinions of the song?
Song was good.
Who's sus about it?
Pilates.
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 Pilates. Jesus.
Paul Abdul here.
Pilates.
Okay. Pilates.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. He's just a little bit too trusting. He's just a little bit too, open with his arms. This guy's gonna get killed.
But you talking about the boy? Everyone's boy?
Look, he's sweet. It's not that I don't trust him. I trust that he's gonna get stabbed in the back.
Aww.
He might even get stabbed in the front with how trusting he is. I don't remember what happens to either of these two people.
That's okay.
So when it does happen, expect me to be surprised. Or not surprised. Because, I mean, honey.
He is
a little self-preservation.
He, like I said, he is the boy. He is a cinnamon roll, which has made everyone love him. Which, if you know the Odyssey, should not. But it's fine. But yeah.
Yeah, these men gonna go through some stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, this animatic is done by Mercy. Hopefully, I said that right. But I like their style. The next animatic is also done by Mercy, because I really enjoy the way they drew one of the characters, and it was just like I was like, oh, that's so cool. I like how they drew that character, and so and it gives us a more cohesive story, which is what these side clips were about, which I'll explain more when we get there.
All right.
But yeah, why don't we go ahead and we just hit play, and we'll see if we get there. We might have to.
Okay.
Go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? Athena!
Athena!
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you.
Turn off your heart? I know wisdom and all that, but...
Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you.
Yeah, remind me, what's his purpose?
Goddess of wisdom, master of war. My life has one mission: create the greatest warrior.
Okay.
I had a challenge, a test of skill, a magic bar only the best could kill.
Okay, I think I remember this a little bit.
Let's go! Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know he'll change the world, 'cause he is a warrior of the night. Maybe one day I'll reach him and we can build his skills as I teach him. If there's a problem, he'll have the answer. He is a warrior of the night. Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. I can see you. How can you see through my spell? I was lying, and you fell for my bluff. Aha. Well done, enlighten me, what's your name? You first, and maybe I'll do the same. Nice try, but two can play this game. Nah, don't be modest, I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest, you are Athena. Badass in the arena, unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen. If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent. Sounds like a plan, goddess and man, best is a friend. He'll see where it is. Okay. Maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know we'll change the world, 'cause we are the warriors of the mind. Maybe one day we'll reach them and we can build their skills as we teach them. If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the mind. I still intend to make sure you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
Woo. Oh my.
All right, pause.
I think I've seen that one, but I don't remember most of it. That was great. I like that. I like that a lot.
I'm glad you liked it. So that was Warrior of the Mind. I really like their depiction of Athena because she's not quite human and she's not quite like she's like a mix of in between because she doesn't give us that full mortal impression because they're not supposed to be. Gods are not supposed to be mortals, and I really like.
She ain't
that
just
depiction.
a lady. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
I really like that we're reminded. Athena is always quoted as being a goddess of wisdom.
yeah.
But we're reminded that she's also a goddess of war.
Yeah. She is a goddess of war. She is of cunning and treachery, which is something that the Greeks celebrated. And there's another god of war, which is the more gruesome Ares. Yep, which is more gruesome and just like the darker side of war.
The stabby.
Which is a side of war that does exist, and they represent him in that way. Which ironically, when the Romans took over, the Romans didn't like Athena. They loved Ares. They hated Athena.
Wow. Okay.
They didn't believe in cunning and trickery. They believed in straight combat, basically. They put Ares more on a pedestal than they did Athena because they were more they wanted to fight fair, not fight with cunning and trickery, which is what the Greeks did and for most of their fights.
Ah, I see.
It was celebrated as a good thing, while in Rome it was celebrated as a bad thing.
Because they were losing? Were they losing? I don't remember. I don't know my actual history with Greek and Rome.
That's fine.
Where is Sparta? Is Sparta in Rome?
No. Sparta was in part of Greece.
Oh.
So.
Well, everything you just said confuses me then.
So Sparta. Okay. So Greece was at one point separated into two different things. Multiple different things. There was Athens, which is where most of our literature and all that philosophy came from. And then obviously there was Sparta, who was more war-based.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Ironically, it's Rome was started based off Troy. Ironically, this is where that whole cunning and trickery comes in. The survivors of Troy basically left and then eventually went to Italy and founded Rome.
Oh.
So Athena's not looked in the best light because the Trojan horse was a quote unquote an offering to Athena. And they didn't like cunning and trickery, and that's how they lost, and that's how Troy ended up eventually becoming Rome.
Now, of course, the Odyssey is fictional, but as far
it's not
as Troy and all that was an actual war, right?
Yeah, that was an actual war. Like, okay, so the Troy history is depicted in a more fictitious sense, and it's like, but it's still telling of the war. It was a 10-year-long war. It did happen in Turkey. The people that fled from that city eventually end up, because you're piecing two different mythologies together, but basically their mythology that they wrote basically has people leaving Troy and coming to Italy and then forming eventually Rome. Will not listen. Going into Romans history is a pain in the ass. Okay, I will admit. Let me explain something real quick. Rome is pretty. Don't get me wrong. I like how pretty Rome is and all that stuff and all the architecture and stuff that they gave us. But I fucking hate Rome. Absolutely hate Rome.
Okay. I mean,
I could give you the
get into the
reasons,
Roman Catholics
but
and all that.
That's even before then. Before then, I hated Rome. Like, listen.
Okay.
I could give you my reasons, but it would be an hour long, and this is already an hour long recording. And
yeah.
But I don't like Rome.
Okay, that's for another episode.
That's for eventually. We'll just have a whole video where I just sit here and break down why I do not like Rome. We'll talk about it another time.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. But regardless, I really do like this song. It is a very catchy song.
It was very good. I was bopping along with it.
So some fun facts. And I haven't really mentioned it up until this point, but if you pay attention, each character is usually represented by an instrument, other than one character, which is Eurylochus. He's represented by the crew. So his back soundtrack is always the crew, the men of the crew, because he's the.
I thought you were telling me that I needed to be looking out for an instrument, and I was like, but I didn't see an instrument there.
No. If you pay attention to the music, it's okay. I figured.
What is Athena?
Athena is a piano, which is heavy in all of her songs. I love, which it gives a nice melody to it. And one of the things. I think it's a little bit of both. Like, she taught him how to be a good ruler, how to be a warrior of the mind, and how to be cunning, and how to basically win at war her way.
Okay.
So she, he's her chosen warrior, basically, if you take it into, like, a D&D sense. So she's given him all this information, all this knowledge, all these lessons to be her warrior.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Right. He's a celestial warlock, and she's...
Not quite, but okay.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, so... I like the song. I really like their depiction of Athena. I believe I asked what your opinion were of the song, but I don't remember.
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I was all over the place listening to it.
Right.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, this one is also done.
I like that she was watching him even as a child. Like this kid's got something. Let's see where he goes.
Yeah. And then they had an introduction, and then she started teaching him from that point on. I also like the little laughs that they do in the musical. It's like, There's like that little cocky teenage laugh. It's just like, that's so good. Alright.
I like how he tricked her. Wait, I can see you, you know. Oh, I couldn't. That was fun.
Alright, so the next song in this playlist, and then I think we'll probably cut at least this recording of it, just because it's already so long, is a concept musical part. It wasn't officially added, but I felt like giving some more context to the relationship between Odysseus and Polites might be a little fun.
Okay.
So go ahead and go to the next video and hit 00.
Oh, I know the world's not always pretty, and there are days that seem to last for way too long. Oh, I know the world can get real lonely, and there are times you feel too hopeless to go on. But hey there, bro, don't you know, look deep inside and there you go, hanging in your heart, I'm always there. And hey there, bro, can't you see, no matter what, you still have me. So when you need a friend or when you're scared, just let me be your light. Let me be the stars you see at night. Let me be the arms that hold you tight. are you so serious all the time? Hey, look at me, I'm the captain. All right, listen up.
What?
This is what you sound like.
I don't sound like that.
Sure. Do you remember when we would run through the forest looking for the largest threat? Well, you would run, I would follow.
Oh, I remember the thrill and the fun.
Until the day we found that giant forest den.
That was terrifying.
We were rather young. And
Oh,
I was
no.
all so scared I saw him lunge and I stared.
You tried to move, but your muscles wouldn't give.
But then you jumped right in his way. You forced the board down and saved the day.
I only took the blow so you could live.
Whoa! And hey there, friend, don't forget that even when the sun has set, hanging in your heart, I'm always there. And hey there, friend, can't you see, no matter what, it's you and me. So when you need a hand or when you're scared, just
Let me be your light. Let me be the stars you see at night. Let me be the arms that hold you tight.
Oh, the
When
blushies.
life gets hard, or when you're lost in the dark, let me be your light.
let me be your
light.
let me be your
Let me be your light.
let me be your
Light. Let me be your light.
Aww.
let me be your light.
Fox?
I muted shit. I was like, pause. Ah!
I did pause, but then
I
there was no
know.
Fox.
There was no Fox. Fox was muted because he was
Mhm.
just vibing to the song, and I was like, aha.
Mhm.
But I don't know. So that's a song that was cut from the musical, obviously.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
I don't know exactly where it's supposed to be placed, but it's basically Odysseus is having a hard time coming to terms with what he did.
Yeah,
And
killing
he won't tell.
children does do that to you.
Yeah, and he doesn't really talk to anyone, and no one knows what he did. And so Polites is being Polites and trying to cheer him up.
Oh, what a bro.
Those are the best of friends, right? It's like such adorable. But yeah, so that is the end of the Troy saga. So basically, that
Okay.
ends the. So this is the first 5 songs that were released, and he had been working on these for a while before these songs came out.
Uh-huh.
So he released this and then the next saga, and then by the time Ocean Saga comes out, he has to redo the Troy saga and the other saga because he originally partnered with a company, but that company never paid him for the 2 sagas that he made.
No!
Yeah.
Rude!
So he ended up remastering, or basically changing and editing and remastering them and then re-releasing them again.
So Taylor's version.
Yeah, kind of. So, like, they're the same songs, but obviously they've changed some of the vocals, they changed some of the sound in the background and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the first saga that came out, and this is kind of where it starts. It's the beginning of the Odyssey and stuff. And then you just kind of continue down. It's a fun thing. And these people have nothing to do with Mr. Jalapeno himself or Jorge.
Mm-hmm.
These were all just fans who loved the songs and loved it and made animatics of it. And I think that's
fans
cool.
are crazy and awesome.
Yeah. So later Jorge appreciates these people that made these animatics, and when he goes to release the sagas, he does a live stream for it, and he will commission some of these animatic people to insert bits for that live stream.
That's so cool.
That is really cool. And like, I think it's fantastic and fun, and I love watching these people grow and doing really cool arts. This little animatic was done by Lazy Indigo, which is obviously it was just concept song and never made it to the final draft, but it is a really cute, pretty song. It's a little gay. So.
It is a little gay.
It's a little
It's not
gay.
lost on me, but you know, the Greeks were a little gay.
Greeks were a little gay. So were the Romans until they got Christianized. But let's not go there.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like the song. It's fun, and it gives more context into like Polites and Odysseus.